Islands Harbor here on Channel Island Sports Fishing Boat and get ready to head to the islands and do some fishing. Today you're going to meet a lot of interesting people. You're going to meet the boat's captain, the galley mate, all the people fishing here, and find out what happens right here in your backyard at the Channel Islands Harbor. So join me. We're here with the ship's captain here, John Schultz. And John, tell us a little bit about the boat here.
Well, this is the three-quarter day boat out of Channel Island Sport Fishing, and we leave at 6 a.m. and we get a lot of family groups. You know, it's kind of boat where people can bring their kids out, and it's a kind of a short trip. We don't leave till 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's not real grueling on folks. And it's basically local fishing. It's usually real easy fishing, and it varies from season to season what type of fishing we're doing. But it's sort of a family kind of atmosphere. We try to keep it like that.
So for the novice fishermen, this is a good boat for them to come out on.
Absolutely, because generally we try to keep the skill level as low as possible. I mean, people come out here and learn how to fish, you know, as long as they're paying attention.
Gotcha. Listen to you guys as you give them instructions, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Keep your ears open.
Gotcha. How long have you been doing this?
I've been running boats for 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you get your start?
Actually here in this area on overnight boats, and then I was down in Malibu when they had fishing down there, sport fishing off the pier, and then I bought a boat and was up here for 17 years with it, and then I was on this one after I sold the other boat.
So tell us a little bit about the boat. How long is the boat, and what kind of boat we have here?
This is kind of a classic sport fisher. It's an old plank boat. It was built in 1947, so it requires quite a bit of maintenance, and but it's built tough. It's framed up. There's a lot of wood involved, and it's big wood.
Gotcha.
But it's real comfortable. It's a wide fishing platform, and we got a big galley, and people seem to like it. It's classic.
Gotcha. Now, as we were coming out, I noticed you have a lot of things in there that tell you where you're at, where you're going. We came out on the outside of the island. Is there a reason we did that on the backside?
Oh, well, it was because of the breeze we had this morning and the sea. So what we did was we ran west for a little while just to try to get what we call altitude, and then we turned the boat so that we could get the sea on either on riding in the trough or on the corner, so that it would smooth out the ride a little bit. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Yeah.
I tried, but that was the reason for that.
Yeah, it was a rough trip coming out here.
A little choppy, yeah. We have a little front blowing through, so it's it's springtime and it gets a little squirrely sometimes in the spring, but hopefully it'll stabilize.
Gotcha. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's Channel Islands National Park. Is that inside the islands? Is that why we can't fish there?
Well, that particular side of the island, on the north side of the island, is closed, and that's they've got some preserves scattered throughout the island chains. You know, the large parts of the islands are closed to fishing. Period. But the entire island, all of the islands are part of the National Marine Sanctuary.
Gotcha. Okay, so if somebody wants to come out in the boat here, how would they contact you guys?
They would call Channel Island Sport Fishing at 805-985-8511 is the number I know.
Gotcha. And what's the address of the place down here when they come down?
It's 4151 South Victoria Avenue.
Gotcha. Okay, great. Well, John, appreciate your time. Thanks for dealing with all of us novices out here and showing us a good time.
That's what we do. We're having a great time, too. And we better get back on the fish because they're catching them.
Okay. Well, we'll get back to fishing here, the important stuff. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
So for the first time in the ocean for you, was it what you thought?
You know, everybody told me I was going to get sick, and I was really worried about it, and it's not a problem.
And not a problem. Well, I tell you what, if you can handle, negative 50 degrees in Minnesota, I think you can handle a little rocking of the boat here, right?
Absolutely. It's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun. Except for getting across from the channel, it's really been pretty nice out here so far today. So
I got you. Now, I was talking to you earlier, and you always see those little houses they have out in the lake there. One of you, if I'm not mistaken, has one of those, correct?
I do. You've probably seen the movie Grumpy Old Man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's the same thing, little communities of shacks. Some are pretty nice, some are pretty small. But I have one on the lake. It's nice. You stay overnight in it, and
Really?
have some little lights.
How do you stay warm, or what do you do in the little houses there?
We have heaters. Yeah, it's a little propane stove that you run, and it's very comfortable.
Okay. So as ice fishermen, I know you got to be out there for a while. Are you both married? And what do you tell the wives when you're going out?
you just tell them you need some time to unwind. You're going to go hang out and play some cards and stuff, and then whatever happens, happens. So it's pretty cool. I mean, you get out there, bring the boys out there too. We got snowmobiles out there, and kids can snowmobile around out on the lakes. That they have a lot of fun doing that. So
I got you.
yeah, good family stuff.
So what's the fishing season out in Minnesota? Is it a certain time of the year?
Yeah, it is. It actually starts about the middle of May, and then it ends the middle of February. So we just the main fishing, the main big game fish in Minnesota stop middle of February, but there's other pan fishing stuff that keeps going. And actually, they're fishing up there, like I said, right now. They'll probably be fishing on ice for another week or 10 days, and then it'll be open water fishing after that.
Gotcha. Okay, so for the first time today on the Pacific Ocean, you think you're going to make your way back out here again?
I think so.
You
Yes,
think you'll try
absolutely.
again?
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Okay, great. So we'll catch these guys later, and we'll find out if they catch a few more of these little bad boys here.
Thank you.
Well, that was a great day of fishing out here in the Channel Islands. We're heading on back, and as you can tell behind me, we've got a lot of hungry seagulls who are around here because they're filleting the fish that everyone caught today. So I want to thank you for joining us out here today in Ventura County's backyard, and an enjoyable day out and showing all the wonderful things we have right here in your backyard. So I hope you join us next month. Take care.